Hello everyone, my name is Sith and I am the head teacher of Sith IELTS education. I am a Cambridge qualified IELTS lecturer and I am also a NATI qualified interpreter in Australia. So I would like to welcome you all to my channel. Before we get to the content of the video on how I got 90 out of 90 for my PTE exams or 9 out of 9 for my IELTS exams, I would like to make a small request. This channel is rather new, so if you guys do like the video that I'm putting out, please give it a like, a subscribe and share. And also if you do have any questions regarding the IELTS exams or regarding Sith IELTS education, please leave a comment with the questions. And also if you want to contact me, all my media is up on the video as well. You can contact me via Facebook, by email or mobile. How I got 90 out of 90 for my PTE exams. There's an interesting story tied to my result, and this story will further cement the idea of the two key factors that I used to get 90 out of 90 for my PTE exams. So before I tell you those two key factors, I will tell you the story first. So the story is, when I went to my PTE exams, when you go there, you actually have to wait half an hour or an hour before the exam starts. So while I was waiting for my exam to start, the young man came and sat to my left side and we just started to have a conversation. So he introduced himself to me and he said his name is Alex. And I said, hello, nice to meet you. And we started to have a conversation. And when we were talking, I noticed that he said he's from South America. But at the same time, he did not have a South American accent. He actually had a proper English accent. And I said to Alex, even though you said you're South American, your accent sounds very English, like you're almost from England. And he smiled and said actually, yes, because his parents are from England and they migrated to South America due to his father's work. So even though he's technically South American, his mother tongue is English. And his vocabulary and his pronunciation, his accent sounded like a proper English person. So as we got into the conversation, he was asking me about the preparation for the PTE exams. Then he asked me essentially if I was prepared for it. And I said yes, I did put a lot of hard work into the study and also I think I prepared well. And he was asking me how I prepared. I said, well, I work full-time here. But still, after my work, I would make sure that I come home and do at least a couple of hours of PTE preparation, regardless if it's reading or writing or listening or speaking. So, I asked the same question from him. And he said, well, my English is very solid, so I only needed to look at the structure. I did like a week's preparation where I did a couple of questions, couple of mock exams, and I think I'm confident, he said to me. I said, that's good for you. Well, good luck on your studies, good luck on your exams. So after the exam finished, we came outside, we had one small chat, and we exchanged numbers. And he said he's coming to Caloundra, that's where I used to live in Australia, in Sunshine Coast, and he's going to come there with his girlfriend and maybe we could meet up and have a chat. I said, that's fine. So after some time, while I was working, I noticed that I got a message from Alex. He said the PTE results are out, have you checked? And I sent him a reply saying, no, I haven't checked, I'm at work right now, but after I go home I'll have a check and I'll let you know. So after I went home and just before I opened the results, I was confident. I always knew that I was going to pass the exams, and I believe I had to get 70 out of 90 or 7 out of 9 for IELTS. So when I opened the exams itself, I saw my results were 90 out of 90. So I was very happy with it. So I have the results here right now. Hopefully y'all can see. If not, I'll put a photo of it as well. After I found out the results, I gave a call to Alex and I told him that I got a 90 out of 90. So he was very happy for me. He said, congrats, Sithuga. It's not easy to get a PTE 90 out of 90 or IELTS 90 out of 9. And I asked Alex, so how about you? What are your results? He said, unfortunately, he failed the listening and the writing parts. So the reason I told you that story is to further highlight the two key factors that I used to get 90 out of 90 for my PTE exams. With Alex, his command of the English language was far superior to me. His mother tongue was English, even though he lived in South America. His parents spoke to him in English. He went to an English international school. So obviously he had a better vocabulary than me, and he had a better idea of English than me. But where I succeeded and got 90 out of 90 for my PTE exams and he failed was those two key factors. Those two key factors are hard work and preparation. And when I'm talking about hard work, it means you have to put in effort and you have to put in some sacrifice. And with sacrifice, I mean like, for the best example I could use is myself at the moment. I used to work 2 jobs, and sometimes I would work for 10-12 hours a day, sometimes more, but I would still make sure that I come home and do at least a couple of hours of PTE preparation. So you have to sacrifice the time that you have for this, because doing an IELTS exam or a PTE exam marks a very important point in your life. If you are going to do those exams, that means most likely you will be flying overseas. And that means you will be starting a new life in a foreign country. So if you're going to make such an important change, you have to expect that you have to make some changes in the life that you are already living in this country. So this is the same story that I tell my students as well. I have students who are working full-time, who are professionals, who have families, who have 2-3 kids. But I always tell them, just because you come to the class and twice a week and do about 3-4 hours of class, that doesn't mean you're set. That doesn't mean you are going to pass the exam. Consistency is key. So you have to go home and make sure that you practice. Even if it's only 2 hours a day, you have to sacrifice that time, whether you're going to talk with your friends, whether you were going to talk with your family and spend time with your kids, or even if it's sleep. You have to sacrifice a couple of hours of the time to make sure that you get into the habit of doing and habit of preparing for the IELTS or the PTE exam. So mark my words, hard work will help you to pass your exams. But hard work is only part of the equation. The next part is preparation. Number 2, preparation. Preparation is key, as they say. So in my journey to get 90 out of 90 for my PTE exam, I made sure that I prepared well. When I'm talking about preparation, I mean that I got the right content to study. I had to look at the right questions. I had the right information to make myself prepare well for the PTE exams. Preparation is so important. I've seen some of my students who have gone to other classes before. They come to my class with these giant books and they say, okay, we have to cover this entire book. And when I look at the book, yes, there are important factors in there, but you don't have to study the entire thing. There are key factors that you have to take out from those books. Like I always tell my students, it's not always what you do, it's how you do things. And when it comes to the IELTS or the PTE exams, there are certain techniques and tips that you should use when you're doing the exams. It's not always what you write, it's how you write. It's not what you read, it's how you read. It's not what you say, it's how you say. It's not what you listen to, it's how you listen to. So those are the things that I teach my students. Those are the aspects that taught me and that got me that 90 out of 90, that perfect score for my PTE or my IELTS exams. Using those two key factors in hard work and preparation, when I was preparing for my exam, I created a small timetable and I thought like, okay, these are the aspects that I'm kind of weak on, so I will work a little bit more on them. I will work on them on these specific days, and I will still keep practicing on my stronger points as well. So this is the same knowledge that I give my students at Sith IELTS education as well. I personalize, I talk with them, and I see what sort of background they have, what kind of work that they do, what time do they wake up, what time do they go to sleep, and I create a personalized timetable for them. And I also assess what are their strong points and what are their weak points, and work on their weak points to get them ready for the exam, and also keep an eye on their strong points as well and maintain that. So yes guys, hard work and preparation, those are the two key factors that enabled me to get 90 out of 90 for my PTE, a perfect score. So these are the two key factors that I want you guys to take away from my video or from my experience. Hard work and preparation. If you do put in the hard work, put in the effort, and you prepare yourself well, I guarantee you, you will pass the exams. Thank you all for having a look at my video. I hope this highlighted the importance of hard work and preparation for your IELTS or PTE exams. And of course guys, I want to say thank you all for having a look at my video. And in the future, I will be uploading more videos on how to pass the IELTS or the PTE exam. So I will say goodbye to you for now, and I will see you guys again on the next video. And good luck to everybody who's doing the IELTS exams. Stay safe, take care, bye.